Hello, welcome back. Sam here. Got some drawing photo cards. Got some coffee because I'm sure there'll be some dupes along the way. There always is with me. But yes, lots, too many to store today. This one's a lot of everyone. This one's Stray Kids and Ateez. And some new collections that we need. We'll get to. Absolutely. Let's get started. Now for miscellaneous folder, I do just have one. Wonbin from Love Synonym. I've completely butchered that. Haven't had enough coffee. I really want to collect his cards, and I saw this one in a Facebook bid sale post, and I was like, oh, I love that card, yes, please. And I claimed it. Didn't realise it was the only Wonbin card they had. So I was like, oh, okay. So, because it was like the first one I came across. And yeah, so I only had this one solitary card. But I will definitely be getting more. Yes, because I do love his music. So there's that. But that's it for this particular group because I had to split this folder up. It was too full. So I have another pink small binder. And we have a bit for this one. So, yes. First off, yes, X-Love. Loved the song. They've got a new single coming out in about a week or so. Yes, I have actually pre-ordered some albums, but yes. But I actually found the complete set on Mercari for a halfway decent price, and it came with 4 band-aids. I am thinking I'm going to be moving these miscellaneous collections into an A4 folder. The 4 pockets, I don't know, so they're just they fill up too fast, and yeah, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but for the time being, I've just got, it came with a 4 sticker, so I'll just pop them there for a moment. Didn't want to get rid of them. Okay, and then I've got the 2 sets. I think I've got them in the right sets, and the backs are truly adorable. Do love them, but they're member colour, not set specific. So I put them in the set that makes sense for me. The first off, we've got Woozi. And then we've got Hui. I do apologise if I've butchered any of these names. I really am terrible at that. Then we've got Hyun. I think he's the only Korean. I'm pretty sure there's like a Chinese, a Japanese, Korean, and Taiwanese amongst the groups. And then the youngest is Haru. So they are all adorable. They are all stunning dancers. And I realised, I went to the second page first, but that's all good. Put these ones, here you go. So again, we've got Woozi, and then Hui. I'm calling him Hui, but it's completely wrong. I do apologise. And again, he is adorable. And then, yeah, little Haru again. So there we are. That's those, just that little one. Now, for my other rookie group, I wish these guys were releasing some more stuff. Yes. I do actually have Yeji's album cards for School Mission. So I really don't know. Alright, what I'll do is put his, yeah, these are those ones there, and then we'll put this one here, because, you know, member sets, always good. And then, yep. See, I butcher names completely. I apologise. I'm sorry, boys. Oh, and I've also, Hwiyoung, he's the leader, I think. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. God. Now, that one. I think these two are pobs from this era. So I'm just going to, I've only found a few templates and I'm not sure, there's a lot missing. So actually I might, excuse me for a moment. There we go. We'll have a page of him and then a page of the other members. But yeah, done. And then for sweet tape, I have, I think these, yeah, pretty sure these are all pops. So I might put them, I knew I had it, that was a duplicate. Oh, okay, I've already got that one. Yeah. Coffee. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I think I've got that one. Yes, all right. And then, all right, so what I'll do then, I'll put these two heart ones, looking through his hand hearts and then making a heart with the mirror. And then we've got those two. And we'll put these last two on this page with this oversized one. But that's all right. There we go. So yes, and we have a tube. Oh, he's adorable though. That's all right. Yes, would love it if they would come out with new music. You know, impatiently waiting. Now for SF9, because I have no idea, I just can't seem to stop buying these PCs. Got some for fantasy. I think I only have these four, so I'm sort of thinking, you know what, just keep it to one page. It's not a big collection. It's not supposed to be a full collection by any means, but there's that one, and that's it for this one. Xdinary Heroes, I've just got one for Jungsu. I managed to find his pre-order. I think it was on Poker Market. Where have I got? Where's it starting? Okay, here. Pre-order. There we go. So yeah, it popped up available and it was a decent price, so I snagged it. I'm waiting on a trade for his trading card. Just need to find the limited. Got that one, I think, is on the way. I think. And yeah, and then I picked up the last two unit cards that I was missing on Poker Market today. that's it for him today. Sevenus. Now, I found a fan sign set. Rising Stars. So it goes here. Very similar poses, but you know, I think I'll put these two together because they've both got that same smirk. And then and his cheeky grin there, winky grin. But yes, and then for spring canvas, I have the missing Riize from spring canvas found. Actually, a really good set. Right. Put this one with this one. So now it's just trying to match them up as best you can. Oh, hang on a second. Alright, this one should be one of these as well. So I've got the same coloured backs. 2 blue. That's blue. That's yellow. And then we'll put these ones with the blue backs down here. And then this one here. And I'm just missing one of his, which I think I've also found. And then we've got the platforms. Have not been able to find these ones because that's only one of each. So, yeah, but that's all good. They're such a small group, and that I was actually very surprised that I found those ones. But yes, so we'll definitely have to take it slow with this one. I basically get what I can for them. Huey, I sort of did something. Always the way. Yeah. May or may not have all of his album cards secured. Now I've only got 6 more album cards here and then a couple more pops. But yeah, the rest is sort of coming in Poker Market, a couple of boxes. I have, so yes, black backs there. Maroon backs here. So I do have the other 2 here. So we'll move these ones. So yes, there is a bit of shuffling going to have to happen. So nice. Yeah. Beautiful. And then the green back, I've got the other one of this. So, and then another plaid shirt, so might have to go with that one. Yeah. Please, I don't know. I've come to a few realizations about my collecting. Yeah, so, and then I'll put, for now, these ones can go here. And then plaid shirts can go here, but eventually these will be split up because I've got the rest of them. But yes, I have sort of come to realization about my collecting. In between comebacks between Stray Kids and Ateez, I go a little insane. That's all there is, because, you know, it's like I'm listening to their music constantly, but there's no current comeback for me to collect. I mean, having said that, turns out I'm still missing about 5 or 6 platform or pokers for Ateez. That's beside the point. I, had a meltdown when I found that out. But yeah, when I don't have full albums to collect for, it is a problem. I need to address that problem. And yes, you can hear my beautiful little cat. So here we have a couple of Apple Music pops, and they're gorgeous. It's in that first concept, and I just loved these ones. I think these were the ones that's like, oh, I just want more of these album cards because they're in that concept as well. So I'm just moving these ones from the first page back here. So now originally I got these two, these are not sleeved right. I'll have to fix that. I didn't realise that. They're in Dragon Shield, not double sleeved like everything else back in the day. These two, originally I got to go here because I had it. So now I've got it. But, it's all good. Yeah, so I sort of, and yeah, my collecting, we'll talk more about later because the new collections is just that. I was, couldn't focus on my Stray Kids and Ateez collections. And so I just search for other things. That's basically what it is. Funny thing is too, I could spend the time in between comebacks to organise cover sheets because, that'd be fun. Anyway, soccer babies. Just got a couple more from Watch Outs. Now these are Showcase, and these are an adorable, it is Soundwave. Yes, Soundwave. I saw, I think I found this one on Macari, and it's like, oh my god, it's so adorable. And so I had to go hunting for Jinsik. And then I did find it on Poker Market. I did pay a bit too much more than I would like for him, but it's all good. What have I got here? Oh, that's a fan meet that happened. Yep. Yes. That one. So at the back of Watch Out. Here we go. Showcase. So I figured I'd put the two Showcase here because it certainly matched better than what I previously had here, and their hairs are around the same colours as well. And then further back, that one. Gosh. Yes. All right. What I'm going to do is move this unit to the back, and I'm just going to pop these here for the time being. I want to see about getting a couple more units with both of them in there. So we'll see. Keep an eye out. We also have a second Xikers binder. So I started it off with the Season's Greetings, and then we move on to Spur. Now, I don't have any of the album PCs on hand yet, but I do have the poker sets because I found some sets and it's like, you know what, I'm not going to bother because I had so much trouble with last era. I'm just going to grab them. So we've got the QR here, and then we've got the QR for Jinsik as well. And then this, that is not the, oops, one moment please, while I get the right ones. Here is the QR cards, because they were concepts. So there you go, that's better. These ones are the Spur, yeah. They've got a spur on the back, just a plain That one there. So I figured because they're in the same concept, we'll put those there. And then the third one in the sets were the signature and message backs. So these ones here, just gorgeous, aren't they? There we go. And then down here, I actually have the showcase. So I was able to get Jinsik from an Instagram mutual. It's on the way in a little while. Yeah, waiting on other stuff. But she didn't have Hunter. So went and found Hunter straight away. Took me 2 or 3 goes on Makari. Kept cancelling. So ended up with him on the way. And then I've got a couple on the way. There's probably more as well. These ones, honestly, I remember what they, like I knew what they were when I bought them. I just can't remember at the moment. But yes, this one came with, no, actually, I think I ended up buying these separately. Sorry. I think I ended up buying, I just love them. I love this concept of photo card. So it's like, oh, yes, I saw it. Yes, must have it. All right. But that's it for Xikers. A bit more next time. Itzy Yeji. Yeah, got a few of her Itzy cards. Actually, a fair few for Cheshire. Where are we? Oops, no. Yeah. Checkmate Cheshire. Right, so I've also got the other one that's in that concept. This is some sort of special lenti. And then there's this one. And this one. All right, let me see how I want to organize this. I have 6 more cards. Why do I have so many? All right, let's rearrange. That's a special one as well. To the max. Definitely want that one with that. And then I think there's another one in that one concept. All right, so I think I'll leave that one because I'm pretty sure I've got the other one that's in that on the way. And so for the time being, I'm just going to put these ones here. And then the lenti and concept. Very bit of a mismatch page. And then these ones, I know that these are the like special versions. But yeah, we'll see how I do with those ones. And then Born to Be, oops. These are, again, a couple of specials. And I honestly don't know. Yeah, with the specials and that, I want to give up on those. Like for gold, I had some up for trade for ages, nothing. I can't find anything, any trades at all either. So it just gets a little bit frustrating. Now, I've got that pub. And I do have one of the digipacks, so I'm just going to pop that there for now. I've got the other digipack on the way, so this one might have to get moved. Yeah, we'll have to see what we do with that. And then I have still got some room here as well. Now for air. I have some pobs. Yeah, found a really good set and it's gorgeous. It looks like it's, I want to say Chinese doll. Star River, sorry. There's a little emblem on the bottom and I'm blind as a bat. But I do have the missing poker that I found that one on Mercari, so it's just the plain background. So yay, got that one finished. This one. So yes, got the pokers all there. The photo book is on. This one's on the way. It's coming from China, I think. Yes, China. Oxygen grey back. I found a set on Mercari. I had to basically rebuy the whole album set. So it had like this one, the pre-order benefit, which is that one or that one, don't know. And another ID. But it was like, yeah, it was the only time I'd seen it, you know. And it was, yeah, it was what it was. So that's that. This is Lollipops, the missing. It's the only photo card now I'm missing. For that one, and I found a set on Mercari. I found this one for the special. So I'm missing one of the polars and one of the mystery sets. But I don't know what happened with these last time, but it's like, oh, I've got the tags, and I'm just going to pop those in there because, you know, more Yeji the better. So that's just basically the extras page. And then, yeah, we've got the pokers concepts, and then moving on to the pops. Now for this one, honestly, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm not fussed on this one especially, so it's just very, very dark. So what I might do is move this one down. And there we go. Move that one and that one for Star River there. So this one, I think I might just put on the back of that one. There we go. Because, yeah, those backs were plain anyway. And I have set up for Girls Will Be Girls, because, you know, that's coming out in a couple of, about a week or so. I don't know, there's so much coming out, and it's really good. But yeah, I've joined a couple of group orders for all of the main versions, but there's the cassette version, the confetti no, confetti is twice come back. I don't know, there's a cassette version. It looks like it comes with a full 2 sets, no randoms as far as I can tell, so I'm not sure. If that's the case, hopefully finding hers will be not too bad. Possibly. We'll see. For ZB1. Yay. Alright. Bit of a stack. Yes. Couple for present. Now, excuse me while oh, yep, it is this one. It is this Ricky. They had so many photo cards in 2 concepts. So please excuse me while I find the correct ones. It's this one here as well. So yep, these were the everything else should be on the way. We keep our fingers crossed. Now, where is a dupe? A doop, a doop, a doop, a doop, a doop. Interesting, I had 2 Ricky cards and a Jiwoong. Maybe this one came in a set from Blue Paradise. We'll see. Alright. But the missing ones, hopefully, should all be on the way. Now, hide. Oh, I had something for the first album as well. We'll have to go back to that. Okay, not 100% sure which is which. Now that I paired with the Seek version. So that is these two. So that means the other one is the hide. Right. This is the most adorable, gorgeous card ever. Not far behind. But there we go. That one. Found those ones. So let's. So I think these are the hide versions. Obviously, I will fix these up later if it's not correct, but I think so. And I was going to pair that with the Zero's version, I think. Yeah, I think so. Oh. I think that's a Zero's. We'll check and not Sammy knowing what she's doing. All right, now with the digipacks, I've got the Doctor for Matthew and Ricky. Here we go. Gorgeous. It's like, yeah. And then the digipack. The other digipack version. So there we go. Just that one there. And then these were the keycap concept cards, and I was going to move them in with the units because they each had their own unit. It's like, all right. So we've got Jill's unit and we've got Matthew's units. Ricky's is still on the way. There we go. Nice. That's that. Now, just move a couple of pages forward for the time being because I got a couple of extra things. So in the digipacks, I think I've ended up with everyone's Band-Aid. And then I've got the message cards for Matthew and Jiwoong. I'm not sure about those. I'm not sure about his message card. It might be something, if I have too much trouble getting it, I'll just take those out and, yeah, swap things around. And then also I ended up with Matthew and Jiwoong's little playing pieces that came in the sets with these ones. I'm not sure if I've got Ricky's, but that's okay. It's something I can look for and, you know, take it there. And then I do have a couple of pub sets when I'll do those. Don't have a spare one for Ricky. All right. But there we go. Might as well tidy up as we'll go along. Now we'll go back to the first ZB one and we'll put away this missing circle PC from Cinema Paradise. So just slip back here. Here they are. Yay! Alright, now did I? Yes. I put his into the right sleeve because these don't fit normal sleeves. So there we go. There's that one. Yay. I believe I've got that one finally on the way as well. But that is it for this particular binder. So Enhypen. Now I have just a few. Manifesto. Yeah, Weverse Blue, that's right. So previously I got a pub instead of this one when I bought it in a set with that. So I was missing that one. So there. So that's that one there. I'm trying to sort out how I'm going about. I want to try and get benefits. It's like they're two different cards. No one would guess. Anyway. And then Dark Blood, I have Reverse, the other group card. So it's like, yay. There we go. I think that was a poker market, yeah. $1, $2 now. PC there, so it's like that. This is how I would love all of my reverse sets to look, because I think this looks fantastic. So yes, and then I have Kalpa, the last one. Yay, I finally found it. I don't think I got this one on Poker Market. I think this one was actually Macari order. It's like, because every now and then I would look for it, and it finally popped off by itself, not in a complete set for $70 odd, but showed up by itself for a decent price. So yes, so that is Orange Blood complete. Because I think there was just the one group card, so that one looks good there. But yeah, that was it for Sunoo. Now Riize, just up the back up here for SM Town. Oh yes, and the mammoth that is Odyssey. Set up for it. I do not like my chances. This one album is going to be slow. But yes, I do have, I think these are the trading cards. Because I'm going to be real, the album cards that were not in this family pack where all, 63 cards came in the one box for $20. No, because it's like 1 out of 63, so they are expectedly very high priced. So I wasn't about to do that. So trading cards. Got these ones here, and then there was another one, and I think it's a close-up, but it's still sort of concepty pink background. But yeah, so I've got those ones on the way as well. That one, but that is it for Riize. Yeah, they've got, I think, 10 different album cards for this Odyssey, and of course I'm buying everything secondhand, and so far it's only been out for a little while. Not the best prices, especially like not considering what I've paid so far for all of their comebacks, sort of thing. It's, I was very, very surprised, because it's like one card is $20 to $30, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. We will see. It could be something that I just do slowly. I'm not rushing at all. Mr. Woozi. I just have a few more for Beam at the moment. Oh, yeah. Excuse the empty spots. See? Between comebacks, man. I'm crazy. Yes. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, side note, not full, but maybe one album card per person, and maybe the carrots, if I could find them. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm adding Scoops and Hoshi. I came to this decision because Happy Birthday has 4 cards per version, album version. It's like, well, 3, that leaves 1, Scoops, Hoshi, and Woozi's 4th. So it is what I'm doing. Yeah, I know. Crazy. I know this, yes. Now, I do, but that's completely beside the point. I have these two. So I have Woozi's last X version. So I've got all of his photo albums, PCs, photo book PCs, and then, yes, and then the plus version, I've got one of Hoshi's. Now, I should have these two on the way. I hope. I really, really, really hope. But these two came in a set, and they had the Weverse pobs with them. So I was like, nice. So I think I was just... There is another Weverse pob. And I think I was able to get those in another set, which are on the way. And yeah, you did see Chesty Woozi. This is from the Nana tour. Yeah, I sort of wanted to expand because I've collected everything besides the clever card from Director's Cut. Every time I was like, oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Hi, Huey. How's it going? Got to say hello to Huey every time I'm in this binder at the back here. So, yes, for the time being, I'm just going to pop him down here. But I really do want to get some more carrot cards and some more stuff like that. Not everything, and not, you know, not extensively, but just whatever takes my fancy. So, yes. Just because, you know, every now and then it's like, oh, I want a Woozi card. So, there we go. Monsta X. Yay! I got a couple of Jonhoney cards. They're not album cards, because I'm only missing his Kino from One of a Kind. Yeah. And that's impossible to find. I keep looking. But I watch a lot of storing Photocard with other YouTubers. It's what, honestly, half my problem with collecting is it's like, oh, that looks fantastic. Like, you know, and I saw this cookie card on multiple people's collections and it's like, I want this cookie card. And I found this cookie card for a decent price. So it's like, yeah, let me just, you know, pop that. And while I'm there, it's like, oh, well, you know, he needs a friend. So I've got another MX Friends card. Yeah, so he's going to go in the middle there. And we're going to love and adore him. And then this one is Born Champs collab that he did. Yeah, I think I saw it in Just Shy's storing video coverage. It was adding something else. I was like, ooh, that's a pretty card. So I went looking for it. So, yeah, there you go. Thanks, Shy. And then, yeah, I'll put this one here. Just, again, I'll just get a couple here and there. Try not to go overboard. Try being the operative word. Yeah. I mean, hey, Ateez is about to come out with their part 3 with their, you know, 100 pokers and no photo books. I mean, have you seen the concept photos? They came out last night. The concepts are so hot and thirsty, like the versions imply. What do you mean we're not getting a photo book? KQ, what are you doing to us? Sorry. Coming back to Yeonjun. Yeonjun, for TXT. Couple for Sanctuary. Sorry. Just a bit of a side tangent there. I don't know if Atini will forgive KQ for this. Whoops. Oh, I forgot. Yay. Coming back. Hang on. We need tomorrow. We need tomorrow because Poker Market had it. And it was it wasn't like $50. It was, honestly, I don't know. I think it was maybe 10-ish. And this was before they annihilated the fees, so plus fees. So maybe, I think it was about 14 US. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to find it for cheaper. So, yes, there we go. Never do that again, please. Thankfully, they did not do kit cards for Sanctuary. Very happy about that. Yes. Because, yeah, I honestly don't think I'll bother with kit cards from now on if they could do those again. Now, I do have another Dear My Muse for Sanctuary. And it's a... Oh, crap. That's a very sad dupe. Because I thought I needed this one. Coffee time for that one, definitely. Oh, see, I knew I liked it. I was like, that's so cute. I want it. Yeah, you already got it. We'll just focus on this beautiful kit card instead. It's like, there we go. That one's not a dupe. But that means we've finished tomorrow. So. Can someone tell me why this page of tomorrow is here? I moved them into this folder. Oh, I thought I was going insane. Okay. There we go. We're not going insane. Yeah. I moved Yeonjun into this binder. He was sharing with Kevin, I think. Kevin's binder's way too full. So I must have mixed up. Because I was like, why is this the only page of tomorrow? It's like, but there we go. Oh, good. Not going insane, just going insane. There we go. Yeah. Not 100% keen on that setup, but it was a hard error to collect. Don't know why. All good. Speaking of Kevin, we've got some for him as well. Very special card. Look at that. Let's go to Fantasy 6 Cents. Rearranging is happening. I think I'm going to stop with all the minis. I think out of all of them, I've maybe got one or two. It's like, yeah, no, I'm done. But anyway, on a happier note. Dun, 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 the last DVD card. Woohoo! All of a sudden, it suddenly popped up on Poker Market. It was a great price, and I snagged it because, was it? It was like this one. I was lucky enough to pull in Korea, and around the same time, this one showed up on Poker Market. So I was like, yes, I was so excited because yes, I finished the DVD cards. Yeah, just a little unhinged. But I just love collecting him. He's so gorgeous. Now I do have a trigger card. Now, did this one come in a set and I wasn't expecting it, or did I purposely get it to go somewhere? Just having a look. No, we came in a set. All right, I will hide you here. Beautiful. Knowing me, I'll get more. All right. But now we have Unexpected. I have a few. Which is which? Yeah, right. I know that one's Breakthrough. And that one, I think, is Begin. So I think, yes. Oh, look. This one even says Become. There we go. There. And then these are non-album. All right, let me have a look at the backs because they are different. Well, that can't be right. Okay. So we'll do signature. This is a pub. This is not an album card. That's why that don't make sense. All right, I guess later on. Cool. All right, then we'll do the signature, the white back, and the dark back. Only because I've only got all three of those, and that looks best there. I like that way that looks. See? Perfectly. Makes perfect sense. Go in. That one there. And then beautiful. Gotta love a Winky Kevin. And that one can go there. So there's the start of that. Nice. And then we have a pub. And look, I did know this was coming because I've done the chin pose. There we go. In the black. There we go. Look at me planning ahead. Yay. Who says I don't know what I'm doing? Me. Now I've got a Xeneration card. I think I had this last drawing card, and I missed it. I forgot it. So, look, he's going to go right there. And then last... Oh, that's right. I left those cards in there because, see these Season's Greetings. Now, I know they belong with Season's Greetings, but I found the fan kit. And he's got the same hair. So it's like, no. They have to go on a page together. I'm sorry, Kevin. You're being... this is my collection. I'm going to do it on vibes. Not really. I just... This one just sort of needs to be... This is just sort of like... such a unique look that it just belongs on the same page together. Because here he is being a scout for the Season's Greetings. There we go. And then here he's in his bathrobe. We might do those ones, and oh, in the middle. So what do we think? Adorable? Isn't it? Yes. The back. Might change these two. Because then it's 1, 2, 2, 3, and then 5th. I mean, personally, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts on the back. That's just me. That was a design choice, I'm sure. But there you go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So yes, the, what is it? 23 Season's Greetings and the 5th fan membership kit. Adorbs. Absolutely adorbs. All right. Next. New collection alert. Yeah, so Twice. Jonghyun from Twice. Look, I watched most of the episodes from 16, their creation survival show. Really got to stop watching those. They are so much trouble. Next new collection, same thing. Watch the survival show. But yes, she grabbed my attention from the get-go. And she is an amazing, stunning in looks, fantastic dancer, loved her vocals, and before I know it, there is a lot on the way. This is just the beginning. I loved strategy. And from that, I watched the survival show. And what can I say? Here we are. So, yes, let's just get this started because there's a lot and this video is already long enough as it is. But first off, I do have, where is it? Here. So this lenticular from page 2. Okay. Got this one here. Not the hugest fan of lenticulars, but, you know, it's all good. A lot of these came in sets. And then a lot of things got mixed up because I'd order sets, they'd cancel, have to find different sets sort of thing. So I have gone through and marked off everything that I've got here today. Next up, we've got Twice Coaster Lane 2. So I've got these gorgeous ones. Love. I just have to say, she's just, yeah, definitely my bias in Twice. She is adorable and she just is really, really good. Next up, I've got Signal. Managed to find this adorable pre-order one. The pre-orders, interesting. It's like some of them have been really easy to get. Also got this special card. Nice holographic signature on it, even if it is, you know, landscape. And then next up we've got Merry and Happy. This was a set that I'm very glad didn't cancel. It's got the 3 main album PCs for Merry and Happy. I think I found the pre-order, but I've done, there is, to be honest, there is so much that I have to wait until everything's in and everything's stored and reevaluate what's left, because I found some really good sets with the earlier era stuff, and you think they got it, they look like they've gone through it, and then they cancel it. I said, yeah, no. That's so good. Next up, though, we've got Summer Nights. Great set of 5 of them. So this one here, I've got green border, which was her signature colour, with her signature. And then we've got the this white outfit with just the Twice logo. And that's it for those ones. And then here we've got this gorgeous one here with like a blue border. That one there. And then just this simple green border, and like all the backs are the same. Sorry. This is back when, well, they still do pretty much the same backs for everything. And then I did get one of the pre-orders, this full body pre-order one. The other two, I think this one, I think I found, later on I found a set. It had all 3, so I've probably got a duplicate of that one coming. Next up, Yes or Yes. I have these ones. So I've got this concept one with the cut, and she just looks amazing. So that one there. And then this one in the plaid shirt, making a hand heart. Nice. And then this white border one with a very dangerous looking choker. For that one. And then onto the second page, because this had a weird number of cards. It doesn't work so well on a 9-page layout all the time. But this is a pre-order, and it just came in the set. So got that beautiful one, and I like the backs on that one. That set, sorry about the glare there, just realised. But yes, that set also came with one of this Year of Yes. So this one here, I think, yeah. No, that's fancy. I've gone past it. I didn't mark it off. Yeah, that would happen. But yeah, I've got that one. Nice. Now for Fancy You, I do just have these two. So I've got this pre-order with the puppy. So adorable. She's got a couple of photocards with puppies. I love it. And then this yellow top one, which another one I forgot to mark off. There's that one. Okay, next up I've just got one for Feel Special. There's that one there. I think I found a really good set for Feel Special, I think. Then we got more and more. There we go. Yeah, I found a set that just had a lot of random cards, and it worked out quite well. For Eyes Wide Open, got these three so far. So I've got this beautiful one here. And I am out of fillers at the moment. And then we've got this one here. And then this one here as well. I do love that card. Taste of Love. Got 5 for this one. Ended up with 2 of the pre-order cards, which was very good. I think I've got the last one coming, but yes, this outdoor one, this beautiful colourful background one from that. And then I've got this finger heart one. I've put this one here because it goes that one, and then these two in this different lighting I've put down here. So this beautiful one with the flower, and then another one which is doing again finger hearts in the same lighting. So they've got the lenticular, and you just the drink and non-drink one on the way. I think I've got that one. But yes, yeah, I just have way too much. Nothing for Formula of Love yet. For those ones, between 1 and 2, it did have 10 cards, so I have put the concept just on the back of the second Formula of Love page because it was a 7 pattern, and I will have fillers there, so that'll be, I might actually put it up there, but we'll see. For this one, again, I did get a couple of the pre-orders. Just whatever, I was grabbing whatever sets I could. So it's like, I do love that. She looks stunning in that corset. And then it's outdoor. And this was, they had 4 pre-orders, which was very weird. This one in the, oops, it's another, the next one has an extra card as well. So it's just going to be a card for the next set. But yes, we've got that pre-order with the clocks, and then we've got this purple, matching purple suit with the clocks behind her for the album card, and then there's one where it's the clocks, but she's also holding a puppy, so I figured, oh, that's got to go in the middle. And I've also got the outdoor concept with the phone. There we go. Next up, we've got Ready to Be. I do just have 3 for this one at the moment. So I've got this. She looks stunning in this outfit. It's that one. And then I've got this one here where she's wearing the suit, the braids, and little smirk. That one there. The other one, she's got a bigger grin in. And then I've also, this set came with a digipack. And so, well, there you go. Yeah, with the specials and extras, we will see. It's sort of like an Itzy thing where with the specials being so hard to get, it's a wait and see what we'll do with them. Because I actually bought some of the highlight versions for strategy, because I was like, yeah, I'm never going to be able to get that card. And I just love the concept of the album. It was really good. Didn't pull Jonhoney at all, but found this one. This was like, oh, if I can get this card easily, then yes. Oh. It was one of the first cards I looked for because it was just the most adorable card ever. But yeah, I didn't pull any of the highlight version in strategy for her, and I've had them up for trade for quite a while now. Nothing. Can't find a trade, like looking at all the tags and posts and everything, just cannot find anything, and no one's found me either. So it's like, yes. And then I've got these 2, I want to say burst. I think this is the burst version. I always get burst and glowing mixed up. So yes, we've got the little punch card there, and then the standard one there. So lovely. And then here was another one of my, if I can find it, then I'll look at collecting the Nemos. If I couldn't find this one, then I was not going to bother. But I got this one, and I said, okay, I think I've got the other 2 came in a set, I'm pretty sure. Which seems to be the way with the Nemos, because the same thing with strategy. I found, a set with 2 of them, and then I just had to find 1. So it's very interesting. But with, I've missed one. This is the Digi pack. There you go. Can't read my own writing. So yes. That's it for With Youth at the moment. Then we're up to strategy. And yeah, as I said, I found this Nemo set with these 2 Nemos. So I was just missing step 3 version of the Nemo. And but I was able to find that a little bit later in a there. So there's that. So yeah, I've got that one on the way. And yeah, strategy, I think I've got most of it on the way. To be honest, I'm missing the pre-order and the Nemo sets concept photos. It's like, so that's fine. I'll be able to, hopefully I'll be able to trade other cards for those, or be able to pick them up soon. And then in I've got this non-album card. I believe it's a trading card from their Ready to Be concert, or not sure. It's a trading card from one of their concert merch lines, as far as I can tell. But I figured, well, it came in a set, and I'll just pop it in the back, and it can be for random other non-album cards just in the back here. So, but there we go. That is the beginning of my Jonghyun Twice collection. I'm thinking I do need to reshuffle around a lot of my collections. This will be one that it'll probably have someone else in here as well. We'll see. New collection alert. Second collection that I started. This one I'm a little bit more sure of. Okay. Again, this one I have been thinking about for a while. Started with watching Island. Like, I'd gotten into Enhypen. Look, yes, we are back in this folder. Because, you know, and team. So 4 of the contestants from Island went on to Team. Now, I had always, when I was watching Island, I loved Kay and Taki's relationship on there. They were really good friends. You know, Kay was always looking out for Taki, and Taki was so young. It's like, you know, you sort of knew from the start of Island that he seemed a little bit too young, where Nikki was just as young. He was a lot more mature, I want to say, for his age, whereas Taki was still a kid, realistically. So yes, he was not his time, and you know, Enhypen is the 7 that they are. Would not change a thing. But I'd been hearing that Taki and Kay had joined Team, and so, oh, okay, interesting. So yeah, I then watched and audition. Fell hopelessly, oh my god, he's so adorable, Maki, and it just made me giggle that they had Taki and Maki in their group, and it's like, wow. And then you got to know the other members sort of thing throughout, and it's like, wait a second, there's a Yuma and a Fuma, a Taki and a Maki. And then you got like EJ, Nicholas, Kay, and like Taki from Island. And it's like, oh god. So yeah. Initially it was like, well, I want to collect Maki, but I also want Kay and Taki. And yes, this is none of those 3 members. This is EJ, the group's leader. Because they're actually some sets are really easy to get where it's OT9. So yes, we are collecting, and I do mean me, yes. Kay, Taki and Maki with OT9 sets. So probably the standard versions of the album, I will get OT9. And then the solos, jackets, limiteds, just my top 3. Some will be more, some will be, you know, less. But yeah. So their first album of Me. Now I have to make sure I don't completely embarrass myself and screw up all of their names. Because it's like, I know them all. A few of them, like Haru, Fuma and Yuma, I do mix up. Their names are so familiar that my brain hasn't locked in which face goes with which F or Y for their names. So I do mix those two up. But it's like, so it's EJ is the leader, Fuma is the sub-leader, and then it goes in age order. And I am one who does store in leader order for most, if not all, groups. So I was going to store them. I put in all of these fillers I have no idea why. So the OT9 sets that I've got are just one. I didn't label all of them. But yes, so this is their first one. This one was all a lot of concepts, not a lot of selfies. I think the limiteds had possibly with selfies. I think there was 2, and then there's about 6 concept-y ones. But yes, so you've got the leader, EJ. Let's see if I can keep this straight. Then you've got the sub-leader, Fuma. And then you've got the eldest, my boy Kay. He's gorgeous. Such a good dancer. And then you have Nicholas, who was, so these 3 and Taki, which is the second youngest, were all the ones that were on island. And then I want to say Yuma. Yes, Yuma. And then Joe. And then Haru. See, look, I've got it down. I was so worried I was putting these away. It's like, I'm going to screw up every single name and I'll completely get it wrong. Now, there is still a possibility that I've gotten these 2 mixed up. And if that's the case, I will double check and fix it. But I'm pretty sure I had checked and double checked that I had these in the right order. So that would be Yuma. And then you've got Taki. He's grown up so much. I mean, you know, and then between this and their latest era of going blind, oh my God, the glow up on these, you know, on all of them. Because this one was in 22. And then, yes, baby Maki. He's just so adorable. And he has really grown into himself as well over the last 2 years. So, yeah, he's the youngest. So, he's a couple of months younger, I think, than Taki. So, but yes, there are... Now, these are, I forgot to say, these technically, I think, are a J-pop group because these are the Japanese label of Hybe. I think they've just recently changed to YZ or YX. I don't know. YX labels or XY labels sort of thing. So, yes, from what I can tell, Hybe's trying to get away from the name Hybe. Whatever. It doesn't change the fact. So, yes, we've got those ones. Now, yeah, I picked this set up for a really good price. I was very, very happy with that. Yeah, most of their songs, like, are Japanese, but they do release a lot of them also in Korean. So they've gotten that market there. And I'm very, very sorry, I will butcher the names of these albums. I do apologize. But that was Howling Me. And then I've got the Limit A, B, and the solos. Don't have everything on these ones. Yeah. First Howling We. I think I've got the standards ones on the way. Not sure. I've got a lot coming. Yeah. Not everything. It is a work in progress. But there's We, Howling Now, and then, yeah, Howling Now. I think the Now's the one I've got the biggest problems with. I want to say Somnida. So the standard, I got a great Taki set. So I do have his standard, but I think I have then found a set with all of them. So And I knew that, like, when I was decided I want to see if I can get some OT9s, because I was finding all of these. I was like finding OT sets easier than I was finding member sets, which was quite hilarious, really. And so there will be doubles later on, but that's not a problem at all. So, but yeah. So for Taki, I've got, I think his full set for Samida. So oops. This one is limited. Yeah. And then we've got the solo cards had 3 each. So there was a selfie, there was playing card version. Now, yes. And then there was also the concept, and they've all got versions of hearts that they've like drawn around it or whatever. This one, yeah, it's an odd number, so honestly, I may very well try for another OT9 set to fill up that last page. If I had my way, it'd probably be this one because I like that one. We will see though. It's, you know. So for the moment, the other 2 spots are blank. We'll see how this goes. Next up, I've got Maki set. Isn't he adorable? This one, I'm going to totally butcher this one. Aoarashi. I want to say Arashi. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I've got, again, his standard version there. But then I later found a full set of that one, I think. Don't have his limited, but I do have his 2 solos. So, and the cards are all very similar. Slight differences to differentiate the sets, but not enough that you can tell really. And then I have this one. It's a POB. Not set up for that one. So what I'm thinking is at the back, I'm going to have an extras card. Although whether or not they become full sets or top 3s, or we'll see. All right, next off we have another Maki set, because yeah, he was the one that I first, it's like, oh, I want to collect just him, but then it's like, no, but I really want Kay and Taki because they're the ones that got me into the group, and I still love them and I still think they're amazing. And I mean, watching Kay dance is just, it's it, okay? He is just an amazing dancer. So that's when it became top 3. And then it was like, oh, but there's all these sets available. So that's when it was include some top 9s, OT9s sets. So yeah, this one is Yoki Akari Kara. Oh God, Yuki Akari. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, I am very terrible at these names, and it's an embarrassment to myself, I must say. So standard version is this one. Again, I do have a set coming for this one, because they're like it's like cherry blossoms or something like that. Yeah, very, very cute. I know that this, I think it was 23 or was it last year? But they basically came out with 4 albums in the 1 year, and it was based on the seasons. So it's like, well, they're cherry blossoms, but it's more of a winter themed. Because they got like, in the snow and snowballs, and there's one that I'm missing that's with like a puppy. But yeah, so this is his limited. So I'll put this one here. And then this is first and second solo jackets. So that's that one. And then this one. Don't know what that is supposed to be in his hand, but it almost looks like it's been badly CGI'd in. Not sure. And then, yeah, okay. And this is the last solo, because again, odd number. So whether or not I had more, who knows? But the set also came with this adorable pre-order benefit, and I've just realised what I did there. Put that one back, and we'll pop that one there. Yeah, so honestly, this is so adorable. I'm actually going to see if I can find the other two at least, if not a full OT9 set, because that's just so adorable. But no, actually, I can't do an OT9 set because still have the problem. It's all good. It's a later problem, all right. Yeah. And then we have their latest release, which is Go In Blind. This is a maybe because the comeback was so fresh and there was a lot, like when I was looking for these. But this was one set. So you've got the solo Baby Wolf PCs. They're egg cards. They're so adorable. And then you've also got their ID cards from the standard albums, or one of the limited albums possibly. I'm not sure. But yeah, but these two were together, and there wasn't that much. Honestly, it was kind of crazy, the cost of that one. This one, I bought it in a Marquee set, and then I realised, I think they're 3 pobs. I don't think this could be... Yeah, they're 3 pobs. So I was like, yeah, that's all good. He was adorable. I couldn't resist. I think I've actually got an OT9 set of one of these coming. But let's get to that section. Right, so the standard selfie, not yet. IDs, I have. I loved what they did with the solo jackets. Excessive? Totally, absolutely. They basically had individual cards. They're holding themselves. So they've got themselves in a selfie pose, and then in their hand is them in a much smaller size. Adorable. Okay. But besides that one, the solo jackets also had a Baby Wolf PC. And I kid you not, one of 81 units. It's like, wow. Yeah, so the solo, and this is why this is everywhere. Because the albums had one of these and then one of the limited cards. So it was either a unit or one of the ones where they're holding themselves. So this is why this set you can get very easily on Mercari, because you basically had to get 9 of these to get a set for the other card that came with it, sort of thing. So for every, yeah, so I would not like to be buying their albums to collect. It would be, I mean, Ateez is bad enough with their digipacks. Could not imagine having to, you know, get all. And the thing is too, it's like a lot of the people were selling on Mercari. I did find sets and I held back. I only got my top 3. So I was only looking for this individual cards with them holding themselves. If it had a couple of group unit cards, then yep, excellent, no worries. Yeah, so I think I've ended up with a couple of units for Maki that I won't be storing, sort of thing. Haru, and then Taki. I love these. They've got like their blood type and it's just different colours paint. But yeah, it's so they're their IDs. Unit cards, I can't wait to get them because they are adorable. And then yes, I did also get these baby wolf ones. Now I'm pretty sure I've checked and got these in the right orders. So this would be EJ, Vilma. It's like I recognise Kay, he's adorable. Look at him. And Nicholas, babe, he just, you know, also, I think this is why. And then Yuma, Joe, I think really why, and Haru, Taki and Maki. I think the reason why I thought I need to do some 09s, top 9 sets or OT9 sets is because they're all just adorable and I want all of them. So yeah, it would not surprise me if I could see this collection expanding to be all OT9. As sad as it is to say. I got a set of the limited ones as well. So I was like, oh, okay. So technically for Going Blind, it's only the solos that I've kept to just my top 3. The way I've done it is basically with the units, each member had 2 cards with each member. So there's Kay has 2 with Taki, 2 with Maki. Yeah, so I was actually able to find sets of Kay and Taki. So I got both of those cards. Kay and Maki, I got both of those cards. And then Taki and Maki, I got both of those cards. So it was 3 sets. Yeah, there are a lot of people, I saw a lot of posts where it was Kay and 1 with each member. So it was 8 unit cards and his Inception card. And I was this close. It was only for the fact that the sets were expensive, and rightfully so. They, you know, you were looking at least 9 albums, and that's if you had perfect pulls to get that sort of thing. So, you know, these Japanese fans were basically, they were buying like 100 copies of this just so that they could pull all the cards they needed, sort of thing. And so, yeah, okay, no. But yeah, so I did manage to keep it. And do you know how many times I had to check to make sure I hadn't actually missed a card? So yes, that's that there. Now, I do have an extra page. So what I'm going to do for the time being is just put my extra Maki cards at the back. So this one is that there, and then these ones are from Going Blind. I'm pretty sure. I know I've got a set for one of these coming, which is fine. It's all good. I know I had ordered a set of that one, but it cancelled, and I think that's why I ended up with. But yeah, the set I got. Yeah, I think I found this set. I had these 3 cards, and then I it had his Baby Wolf card and a copy of his solo jacket. I was like, oh, I'll get a copy of his solo jacket CD version, you know, the actual album. And then pretty much straight away, it was sort of like, I saw this set everywhere. And it's like, yeah. And then I looked closer and realised that these aren't even album cards. So I was like, all good. I don't mind. So yes, lots more coming for these. Have not finished it. Got, you know, I think I've actually finished Going Blind. Because these missing sets, they're all on the way. But everything else, I have a lot, yes, but not everything. Howling Me is probably, Howling Me and Howling Now, I think, are ones I have most to work on. But again, I need to slow down. Getting everything at once is not satisfying. So yes, but now let's move on, shall we? We will do Ateez first. Good stack. Yeah, Ateez, man. All right, I love them so much. Now, first off, I have two Jungko's for Fever 2. So nice. Now, this is great. All right. So I've got this one. So just missing Hongjun. And then for the yellow backs. So this one, yeah. This one, again, just missing Hongjun. All right. So almost getting there. Yeah. Do have a few QRs on the way. Not as many as I'd like though. But yes. Now, moving on to Fever 3. You know. Oh, yay. You know. So this one here. Missing Hwiyoung there. And then now. All right, let me, definitely not this set. Excellent. But that one is. So that Jungkook goes there. Nice. And this one, this way finishes this set. I do love completing sets. Look at it. Isn't it adorable? Yay. And then now this one. Then the last one is a yellow, and is it? Yes, it's this one. So just missing Baby Jungkook for this one. There we go. Almost done. Slowly but surely. Now, epilogue. Also have a few for there. Did I? No, I didn't even put them in version orders. Well done. Yay. Alright. So I've got that Hongjun, so it has to be this Hongjun. Yes. Nice. I swear for some of the albums I've got Hongjun well on the way. And then other albums like Fever 3, I have you know, very little for him. All right, now for the diary. These are both from the bottom. That's the top, so it's this one here. So Jongho, and you know. I do love these. They're adorable. I mean, look. Okay, now. And then again for Z, I've got this Jungsu. So that's the one that's right, the writing's at the top. Nice. And then this one where the writing's at the bottom. There we go. And Hongjoon as well. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. That's it for Fever. Have a couple more for World. So let's see if I can work this one out. We have, oh, this one here. Yay, we got Hongjoon. Yay. Right, and then we've got a Yuno and a Jongho. Now, at the moment, I need to consult the backs. The Yeonjungs were around the wrong way. That looks better. It's more bottom. And this one looks... okay. So yeah, it's top. And that's more top. It's, you know... Okay, so they're both... Yeah, I thought these were both from the same set. So it's Jongho and... The things you have to do, work out whether which set it belongs to. Really? But, you know, they're all adorable. They're forgiven. I forgive them. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, this one here. And then we have a couple of... Oh, that was just A. That's diary. Actually, I need to just double check because... Yes. The coloured ones, when it's the like Songhwa, Hongjoon, Hwiyoung, and it can be a little bit difficult to make sure you got the right ones. Yeah. So, but this would be this Songhwa. And this would be Jongho. See? Like, barely a difference. Oh, they could have made it a little bit easier. Anyway, sorry. Now we've got this. Oh, yay. This Songhwa. I think that was one where I bought the digipack a couple of times instead of one of those ones, but yes. And then yeah, this would go here. So I'll put that filler there, and I'll put this there. Oh, always a struggle. Trying to work out what you've done and getting the sets right. Anyway, spin off. Got a good set here. Now we've got to find where they belong. Right, now this is the fave. Fave. And fave. Oh, please let these be Hongjoon and Hwiyoung. Yeah! Yes. It's like, you think you get it right. You mark off your templates. They come, you store them and you find duplicates. Yeah, that's all good. There we go, another set complete. All right, now this one is the spin. That one. All right, here we go. Oh, we are, yay. Nice, there we go. I don't think I've got any blankets. No. Yep. This one's done. This one should have. They both fave. Yes, they are. So we've got the last two, Jungsu and Yeonjun. Nice, nice, nice. I do. These ones. Here we go. See, and it's not like I don't have enough I could be collecting for Ateez. But honestly, with back collecting Ateez, a slower pace actually works in your favour because people are always changing their collections. I know this. And another set finished, yes. Because there's no point paying, you know, $15 per bloody blanket card when they gave me every single version. But yes, anyway, yeah. But I try not to go too fast, but I do. And these cards. Alright, so this is this one. See, I was looking at these and it's like, these all look like they belong in the same set. They're all got, you know, but no, these ones are different. Alright, so I got this Yeonjun, so just need Sungwa and Son. Done that one. Yes, actually, yeah, you can see they do belong in this set. There we go. Another set finished, yay. So Witness, very close, except for those blanket cards. We are very close. Always good to see. But that's it for this one, because Outlaw, honestly, it's at this point I need to go through my templates, because for Outlaw I've accidentally been working off 2 different templates. So then not accurate. Yeah. So unless I want to buy major dupes, which I do not want to do, I've got, you know, so many duplicates. At the moment, it's not funny. I need to go through my templates. So let's go to Golden Hour. Now, here's the very full Golden Hour 4-inch binder that will not fit part 3. So I either have to take out, I mean, technically there's only 8 or 9. I think I worked it out, there's only like 8, 9 pocket sized that you can collect, because the pokers have 7, and then the heat version, I think it is, has the credit card stickers, which are about card size. The thirst version has the polars, which are 10 by 10 centimeters. Do not fit here. I'm hoping they'll at least fit 4 pocket pages. I haven't checked that yet, but even if you only, because I've got the OT8 sets of like the distributions, so this one's like, I've got the Hug US exclusive Hello 82 US Target, and then I've got 3 OT8 sets. It's only 3 pages if I take it, if I still include these as album cards. Few more. For okay, well, if I took out, I may have to take out the OT8 non-album cards so that I can fit part 3 in. I don't know what I'm going to do for these pages because there's no photo book. I'm very sad about that. Very, very, very sad about that. All right. But we have this one. I had it all along. It was in my trade file. Oh, I was getting ready to, like, trying to get rid of all of my duplicates, and I was like, yeah, there's a couple album cards. I was like, hang on, that's one of them. And I was showing a friend. I was like, shit. And I got my phone, like, yeah, it's like I pulled up my template because I'd made sure it was all correct. That's the one I'm missing. So there we go. We nearly sold him. Oops. Alright, so that's all the album PCs done. Got this last Mingy. Yay. That's the image card done. That's the 4 pokers complete. Only have Yeonjun for this QR version. Very sad. Still missing Sohee for that one. And Yeonjun for the image. And Son for A. And Mingy for Z. Yeah, so missing 4 for those. I do have these 2 though. So Songhwa's for QR. And Son's for QR. Is that, and then I don't have his image, Songhwa's image, but I do have his A. It's beautiful. There we go. So yeah, that one, the ones, and yes, I'm missing Hwiyoung Z. Yeah, ones that I looked back through the post, and one of the goms that I got a lot of cards from, she did mention don't have all of them. I didn't unmark my template with the ones she didn't have because I wanted to make sure I had what I had before yeah. All good. Now I do have these, hopefully last 4 digipacks as well. Yeah. This one is the 2 version. This one is the closer up, so we'll do, that's more of the selfie here. And then the concept-y one there. For summer. Now, this. One moment, please. This is this one. I was like, I just had to double check. It's like, I've got all of his others, so has to be that one. And then finished those ones, and lastly but not least, I've got this last pack. Yay! Trial done. At least for the digipacks. Have to work on those ones. But yeah, I guess if I take out, I've got the Pearl, got the Target, may have this last word, possibly. Yes, please. Please let it go through. But yeah. So yeah, I think if I move these sets out, I'll have enough for part 3. Don't know what we'll do if we have an epilogue, because part 3 is so small. I don't see it being the end of Golden Hour. Oh gosh, I can't get a bigger folder. And I sort of liked having the eras, yeah, the trilogies / whatever in the one folder. Merch. So for 88 merch, couple of things that were missing. Yeah, concerts. Yes. So my Teeny Zone set. I got the last 2, Sun and Yuno. Yay! Oh, I saw the concert, and I went with a friend, and she was like seeing the concert for the first time, sort of thing, in the cinema. So she loved it. Knowing that it was the Sunday night that I was there, sort of thing, it's like I recognized. Like, it's like, oh my God, I saw that live. I had this huge grin on my face the entire movie. It was so awesome. It's like, they had better release that as a DVD, digital, whatever. I need to see that again. Reliving that concert in cinema quality. Fan cams are amazing to, you know, see parts of it, but the noise and the sound qualities, not always the best, but yeah, oh, it was just amazing. Yeah, it was just amazing. And my friend came through. I have no idea what I did with poor Hongjun. For me to lose him like that, I was like, oh. But my friend, I got her a set while I was away, and she just collects, you know, and Hwiyoung, so she was selling the other. I was like, can I? Said, yours, thank you. I was like, thank you. So yeah, got him back. Oh yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. Now let's move back. The group order came in. Ateez and Illusion, ordered very beginning of February 2024. I got them. Yes! I had enough for 88 of these trading cards, so I have a lot to sell, because at the time I didn't realize that there was enough in that order to get everyone. And so I joined another group order for just like, you know, I don't know, another 8 packs or something like that. And so these are my pulls from that other order. I've had these for a year. Almost a year. I don't know when I put these in. But yes. I did miss out on Songwa, San in those. Yeah. But I have since found the missing cards and ordered them. Because, yeah, there was, I think, Mingi in this set. And then there was a Songwa and Mingi unit PC that I also missed out on. But everything else, yeah, I'm so happy. I didn't want to believe it until it was actually in my hands. That's how much I was sort of dreading it. All right, now, sorry, sidetracked. Where am I? Oh. Okay. Where did I put that? Sorry for the interlude. There we go. And Ateez Dreamland, I had pulled those in the merch that I got. So I was like, yay, I've got these ones. I just sorted it in Yeonjun binder and Chaos area. But then Silly Semi thought, no, they're too cute. I need OT8. And at least then I've got something OT8 for Dreamland. Because, you know? But, there's also a sale I bought a heap of PCs from. Came in these Destiny's Memories little envelopes. I didn't have any of these. So it's like, oh, look, I can do a filler. Nice. So there we go. Yeah, the other boys will be on the way. So, put some fillers. Yay! So we'll quickly go to Chaos for one card. Just up the back here. I just have this Hongjun, which actually came with that Ateez in Dreamland PC. So it's like, well, there you go. He's adorable. I would never get rid of him. Love it. Love it. Yeosang now. I think I've got... Second. First off, I've got some spin-off. Oh, I didn't realise I'd put that here. Hang on. Look, isn't he adorable? And technically this also, it's like the Fever platform page, but also is a red hair. It's his cherry hair. They're all so, oh, adorable. So that's my page of cherry. Of Cherry Yeosang. So, but yes. All right, moving on. Now it's movement. That's, oh yeah, it's movement. This is, yeah, that's movement into spin-off. Oh, I've only got 3 for spin-off, so we're still good. All right, just do these two because they look very taken minutes apart from each other, and then this one here. Come on. Nice. There we go. Now for Outlaw, I've got this one, and I bought it, and it's like, do I already have this one? So I do need to check, but no, I don't. Excellent. It's just he did so many in this look that it was a case of don't I? Not 100% sure. I mean, there's still another 6 at least. And then I've got this Ready Alive one, which with this, I'm completely going by his hair on this one. This was towards the end of Will, because it just says, you know, Idol Radio Live in Seoul. So, oh look, and there's one spot left. We'll just pop in there. Now, merch. So I've got, so no more for Golden Hour at this point in time. Got nice. Knew that was a dupe. Okay, too good to be true. Can't remember where I got this from. I think I bought it thinking I didn't have it, thinking it was one of the lucky draws, but that's the one where he's got his hand on his head, not his finger, so all good. There are a couple more that I can do there. So yeah, I've taken that one. There's technically only 7 cards, and I've taken one of them, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this page, because he really didn't, they only did very limited for Destiny's Memories. So we will see. But photo books. It's Work to Live. Basically, I've got this sound check from the concert. So this is sort of a concert streaming. Probably goes best on this page, if nothing else. But honestly, you might go on a Cherry Yeosang page if I can find some more. Need to go through all the ones I've got and that. But I do need. Right. Okay, so this one was from a Japanese, actually. Yeah. It sort of belongs with these ones. And this one is a Teeny's Voyage, so the campus life. So this was a Japan trading card set. So there's 5. I sort of want to put them with these 4. That one obviously has to stay in the middle. And this is the special card. So I might actually just relocate these ones. Only because it's the 18-year Voyage set. Might move that one down actually. Although it came first. That's all right. I can do whatever I want in my binder. That one. Because there's only the 5 for these. It's like, no more? No more. Nice. So, yeah, it's all good. Okay, so I'm just going to rearrange these because these are part 1. And so that's part 2. Part 2. That is part 1. Moving just everything around, sorry. These were more part 1, and they're sort of like merch, pop-up, collab, you know, combined, but more album related than anything else. And then these ones are, that's part 2, and these are towards the light. All right, so let's just that. Concert. there we go. Just a quick rearranging concert stuff. And for now, because again, always I have to rearrange. But there's for those. There are those for the time being. Oh, this is taking me forever. Okay. Stray Kids. Finally, we have Stray Kids. Not too much. Most of this is the fan kit. But first off, we do have a couple of very great cards. And I think most of them are in separate binders. First off, just got this pop-up lino for Hop. So just to the back here. Yes, I've got this one last spot there. So that could very well be it for Hop. In fact, it probably will be. I don't think I've got anything else. We'll see. Next off, I do have a 5-star. Now, for 5-star, I just have this one lino and no more spots. Great. So we'll just pop in this new page and we'll put him center of attention like he so deserves, because that is a beautiful set from the FNN music video that they did in Australia, and they're here. And now we've got to actually got one from Accident as well. So I'll come back a little bit before here. Because I did get this NEN. Yay! So this Maxident, is it JYP or someone? I think it's JYP. But anyway, this set is now done. Yay! I want to sort of do the No Easy one as well, but you know, trying not to. All right, now we've got 2 more album pieces, and these ones are very good. So let's get to that one. Early errors. Okay, we have these 2 cards, and you may not know this, but these are the last cards I need for early errors. So I Am Who. Because mixtape is done. I Am Not is done. I Am Who. The black border set's done, but this yellow one was missing. I think previously I had purchased this one, but the order had cancelled and I hadn't realised that it was this order. And so I thought I had completed, but no. There you go. Han Ji-sung is done for I Am Who. The yellow border set. And that was the last card. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Love it. I'd already finished I Am You. And all, you know, 21, I think. Oh no, 28 unit PC. Mirror had been done. Yellowwood had been done. Levanta. And then Go Life. This is as early as back as I'm going with the limited cards, because even this was, to be honest, in the too hard basket. It took me forever to find this one. But I did finally have this last Bangtan that I was missing for this limited set. So there we go. I have made the decision I'm not going to go further back with their limited. They're too hard, too expensive, and most of them are not actually favourite cards, like the lenticulars I'm not a fan of. But yeah, so there is that gorgeous page done. And it's very weird to say that, but with that last card, I am, you know, to my best of my knowledge, I am 100% up to date with their Korean album PCs. So, yay! Now, you know, Japanese, another thing. And who knows when they're going to announce their next Korean album. I'm sure once Hollow is released, it'll probably be a day or two after that's a release that they'll announce the next Korean. That's what they did with Giant, so we'll see. But now, last thing for today's video is the fan kit. Okay, so I previously split up my merch binders to, this one just has the fan kits and seasons greetings. And then I've got like larger inclusions that I started to collect but don't anymore at the back. Not sure what I'm doing that with those. But with Over the Rain, or Stay Over the Rain, I have included the 4 cuts there, as well as the stickers, just in the 3-pocket page. But before we get there, they gave us lots. So we have IDs, which have fallen. I really want to get those K-pop K-pop stationery sleeves where it holds the ID in the middle, but they don't ship to Australia. And I've tried shipping to the Korean because I've got a Korean store, but they don't store sell them from the Korean site, so it's like, so I can't get them. Very disappointed, very. But anyway, all good. I will fix those up. But yeah, then we've got membership card and the drawing cards. And then we've got 2 selfie sets. Yeah, so here we go. We'll store these all away. What I might do is I'll just use, I cut the box up that the photo card set came in to make fillers, just so that, you know, it wasn't a blank piece of, a blank sleeve. So we'll just put these lovely boys away in their rightful spots. Oh, I do love collecting Stray Kids. But yeah, I've sort of come to the realization that I'm pretty much up to date. There's always merch coming out. And I get a lot of it. I'm actually at the moment waiting on a delivery for my 5 o'clock fan meet merch to come in. Good on. And it's in Australia. Yay, it's almost here. Woohoo. Back collecting a lot of things. I think I've come to the stage where I've got enough. Like every now and then I'll get a pre-order benefit for each of the albums, sort of thing. I would like to have, you know, a full OTA set and then maybe a page for Lino. But that's something I can really only work on really, really slowly because A, they're very hard to find, and B, they're not the cheapest ones, especially the, you know, well, yeah, all of them, realistically. And, like, you know, before 5-star, anything before 5-star is quite hard to find and is not not the cheapest. They're not the most expensive, but there are some. So yeah, it's sort of like, and I think this is where I've run into the problem of I'm just starting up these random new collections. Although I have to admit, I am really looking forward to Anteam. Yeah, the Twice collection, I'm really not 100% sure on. I think that one was really a whim, and it's probably one of the few that I almost regret. It's like, yeah, it's probably one of the few. It's like, I should have thought about it, and like stopped and thought about it a little bit more before I actually started that collection. Because it was just done on a whim, and I don't think I would have gone ahead with it if I had actually stopped and thought about it a little bit more. So, but that's all right. Live and learn. I've never dropped a collection. I sort of don't see myself as a person who would drop a collection. I may get it to a certain point and no longer add to it, but it's adorable. But I don't see myself selling my collections, even if I was to give up K-pop tomorrow. I've got probably close to 30 binders in my collection. To be honest, I couldn't get rid of those, even if I wanted to. it just wouldn't go anywhere, sort of thing. So yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, it is a point where I've come where I need to stop and think before I start new collections. And this one always gives me trouble putting the membership card in. Wish I'd been able to use my Stray Kids membership while I'd been in Korea. That would have been like the icing on the cake. But hey, I got to use my Ateez membership, okay? My teeny membership card came in handy. I was actually able to use it. Yes. Alright. There you go. These Ateez, just got to be really careful so that they lay where they're supposed to and don't get jostled around too much. So, come on, Benny. There we go. All right. And then this actually works out really well because you got their names underneath and from the cards underneath. I'm glad I decided to put this set first. I love that. Ah, dear. And here we go. So that is everything. Oh, yay. All right, we'll end on this beautiful page for the boys. So yes, I do have another photo card storing video lined up. Enough cards ready to go. To be honest, I've had, I think it's 3 weeks since I've posted my last storing video cards. And yeah, I went back to Nokio instead of Bai, and I sort of have gone a little ham. And yeah, I've got one more order that's on the way. I've already had, I think I had one order that arrived like the day of my last storing video. And then I've had 2 more since then. So yeah, I've just going, yeah. So I have a few storing video cards, enough cards for a few storing video cards, because this was too many. I need to reduce the amount of cards because it's just too long. I take way too long to store cards. So that being said, if you stuck around for this, thank you so much. Hopefully I'll be back quicker than 3 weeks this time. But yes, that's it for me today, though. I'll leave you to it. Like, comment, subscribe if you like, and I will, and you have a great day, night, or week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.